Welcome to the Debate Network.
This raw dogging with Dom
and friends
with benefits.
Kathy.
Oh, ladies, I go. Oh, ladies, I.
And you know what that means. 3 letters, 3 words. NXT, let's fucking go.
Oh, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to this week's episode of the AEW Dynamite Watch Party.
It is Friday, and you know what that means. Only one thing. It's time for Friday Night SmackDown right here on Circle Debate Network for the watch along. It's Kayla, the Queen of the South.
Yo, the GETCHO podcast crew is in the building. That's right, you got your homie Just.
Yeah. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the latest episode of Game Breaker Sports.
She bangs. Oh, baby, when she moves, she moves.
Yo.
Hope you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go. And you'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Go, still go. I never answer, no, still go.
It's Tuesday. You hear that chant. You hear that crowd. You know what that means. 3 letters, 3 words. NXT. Let's fucking go. Welcome back, everybody, to Circle of Debate and the NXT Watch Along. It is your boy, the 2-time network predictions champion, Mr. Every fucking Night himself, the hardcore cuddly teddy bear, the Ryan Seacrest of this network, the Joe Hendry of podcasting, and of course, the one and only man that you know as...
Because I'm not just the coolest, and I'm not just the best.
I am the Redeemer. And you'll either feel the joy at my cruelty. This is the word of the Redeemer.
That's right, it is your Redeemer just in time. What's going on, everybody? Shouts to everybody in the chat. Ben, what is going on? He's Smitty, Wergen, Jaegerman, Henson. He was number 1. Steven, what's going on? Gabby, what is up, GOAT? As always. Rusty, what's up, my guy? Steven, I'm with you. Card is very, very light tonight so far, of what has been announced at least. So far, what has been announced tonight, we've got Lash Legend taking on Fallon Henley, Miss Parker taking on Jazmyn Nix, and Ethan Page defending the North American Championship against Santino Marella. Now, to those that do not know, last week on NXT, Santino Marella showed up, confronted Ethan Page. What the hell is about to happen here, especially with TNA kind of banding together to get back their championships, the JC Jane and Trick Williams still have possession of. Going to be a very interesting show. Bagel, what is going on? Is it fair to say that this is the best era of NXT other than Black and Gold? That is a tough question, honestly, because I don't think really anything honestly beats NXT Black and Gold. I think that era of NXT was always outstanding. This one is good. Like, it's really good. It has had its moments where it's not been. We know 2.0 was not the way to go when it came to NXT, because my general opinion when it came to 2.0 was it felt like the main roster on Tuesday, and that's not good. When the main roster had its moments, and that's cool because we're kicking off with the Hogan tribute now for NXT. Interesting. When it came to 2.0, NXT felt like the main roster, and the main roster at the time had its really big ups and downs. And I mean, like, big ups and downs. There was a lot of spots like in the main roster where we were like, oh, this is awful. This is terrible. This is really bad. And you could feel it, how it was being presented to us on a Tuesday. It literally felt like the main roster backstage hands were sticking their hands inside of NXT and booking everything like the main roster. And, you know, a lot of people would look at that and go, you know, maybe NXT kind of needs that. But it really wasn't a time when NXT truly needed that, because you look at that and you go, ugh, this is bad. This is really rough. You know, everybody made fun of it. It's the Skittles era of NXT. It's the, you know, Fruity Pebble era of NXT. I understand. It was rough. It was difficult. It had its moments. Thank God it moved on to this. It's better. But I honestly, truly believe that nothing will ever be better than NXT Black and Gold, because NXT Black and Gold's roster at that time was truly outstanding. Adam Cole, Keith Lee, Finn Balor, Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa, just someone called Black and Gold NXT, big budget ROH. It always was. I honestly will always say that. I agree with that, because it felt like an ROH show. It felt like when ROH was still in the stage where it was great, it felt like NXT took from that and said, we can make our own just like that. And that's exactly what they did. And it came off better. The presentation was better. The roster was incredible. Yeah, Undisputed Era, as Steven said. Absolutely. That era of NXT will never be beaten. It is that damn good because it came off that good. Like, again, Aleister Black was there. You know, again, Keith Lee, all of Undisputed Era, Gargano, Ciampa. You had so much going on. Riddle was there at the time. Like, it was an incredible era for NXT. And, you know, a lot of people will talk about maybe the COVID era NXT. It tried. It had its moments. It was good for the most part, but it was tough. Undisputed Era is one of the best factions. Absolutely. Yes, Dijak. Exactly. Undisputed Era will always be an incredible faction. I hope I'm looking forward to maybe one day they all come back here. Will they all come back? Will they see Cole leave? Will Cole eventually just get tired of AEW and look at it and go, I did honestly amounted to nothing in this company, and it sucks because this run in AEW has been bad. It's just been plagued with injuries. And I almost wonder if he had stayed here, would he have gotten injured this much? Could he have been protected more? Would he have been, you know, would we have had him as a champion right now and not have to vacate it like he did the TNT title? Anything could have happened right now. What would the scenario be if none of Undisputed Era left? What would have happened? Like, forget the Adam Cole being taken off as a wrestler and being Keith Lee's manager, because that was god awful. That idea will never be something you can ever look at and go, that needed to happen. That should have never been a thought in anyone's head at all. It was an awful idea. Chris, what is going on? Yes, Bayley and Mercedes absolutely dominated the pandemic era. Yes, they were two of the absolute carriers of that era. Asuka was one of them, right? Shouts to Homer Minion in the chat from over on Twitch. Do you like NLE Choppa, my man of the town? Hey, I fuck with NLE Choppa. Shouts. I wish we got more Mustache Mountain in the... Yes, right? It sucks because they broke up like near the end of NXT UK, and that's what really, really sucked. They would have been a great tag team, but I'm honestly a little worried about them now because I look back at where, sadly, Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate ended up. How much success would Mustache Mountain have had if, sadly, they were on the main roster? Because I look at the teams from NXT UK and where they amounted to, and I sadly feel Mustache Mountain would have been a huge casualty on the main roster. because I look at Pretty Deadly as an option. They were pretty much they're pretty much not doing jack squat on the main roster. We didn't even get an opportunity to get Gallus on the main roster because they got let go. You had Dunn and Tyler Bate together. You got nothing out of that. Just the NXT UK teams really didn't get anything, and that's sad. Timothy Thatcher in NXT was great. Yeah, his run originally in NXT was outstanding. He was great. I loved it. When NXT took over SmackDown, yes, Rusty, that was the time when the entire main roster went over to Saudi Arabia and they got stuck. They were stuck there and they couldn't make the flight back. So, and that was in the mid-build to Survivor Series, which is crazy that you had to have that moment happen where NXT had to invade to save the show. And it was one of the best SmackDowns we've ever had. Both Balor runs were amazing. Yes. For his first run in NXT, outstanding. His second run was even better. Like, I thought it was insane. Him coming back and basically turning heel was a much needed thing for Balor because his main roster at the time was just awful. He was literally like the underwear model where the freaking camera had to zoom in on his crotch as he's standing on the ring apron. And just, it was so bad how they had to do that. And it was just awful. He was losing everything. And honestly, it sucks because he's still doing that now. He's still doing that now. And there's something that's just wrong to be doing to Finn Balor when you have basically invested in him so much in NXT, but now when on the main roster, you will not. That's a problem. That's a problem. But his run in NXT as the Prince, you know, the stuff with Karrion Kross and the stuff with Gargano and just that whole run, getting another opportunity at the NXT championship, fantastic. I loved it. I loved both his runs in NXT. I agree. Gabby switched over to her Twitch account. That's hysterical. Yeah, NXT just, it's, you know, we're going to get different eras. It's just how good will they do with it? That's always the question. It's still you know, you can say this is a good era for NXT, and I'll agree with it because it is a good era. It's, again, better than 2.0. Anything will always be better than 2.0. But I don't think anything truly beats like Black and Gold as a whole. It's incredible. It's just incredible. And now we're running down NXT last week. This NXT championship match, Wild, which again felt really damn good until it felt like they rushed the ending because they were running out of time, which is a disappointment that they did that. Yeah, missed the Black and Gold too. Exactly. Brandon, what is up? We love you, bro. Love you all in the chat. Of course, you know what to do. Hit the like button. If you're brand new and coming over to the channel, make sure you hit the like button down below. Hit the subscribe button. We conquered the 1,000 mark. We are now on the road to 2,000. Let's make that happen. Let's get this, let's keep watching this channel grow. It's all because of you guys. You guys are helping this channel grow even more every single time. Hit that notification bell so you get all notifications so you know when this channel goes live, whether it is these watch alongs right here that you guys come and join us with, whether it's dropping videos, again, lives for anything, even Notorious Game, and shouts to the Notorious DOM and the Notorious FAM as well. And of course, super chats are open. You are not obligated to donate, but of course, if you do, any amount is absolutely appreciated. It shows love to the channel, shows love to us, shows that we're doing a fantastic job for you guys. And of course, it all goes back into the channel anyway. So it helps the channel grow even more. Blame CW having to end right at 10 p.m. Yeah, right. They have a hard stop at 10 o'clock, which is nuts. It's definitely... It definitely feels like sometimes the show suffers from a hard stop at 10 because it feels like you have to rush. Like if you start a match late and you have to rush through it, that sucks. I'm going to be honest. I love what he's doing right now, but I miss main event Johnny Gargano. Yes. Johnny Wrestling in NXT will never be beaten compared to like the main roster. Johnny is sadly suffering. Definitely suffering. The main event is that. That's awesome. Let's go. Miss Parker. Miss Parker. Miss Parker. Miss Parker. Miss Parker. Miss Parker. Hey. Look at her vibing right now. Let's go, Miss Parker. Ladies and gentlemen, you know how it is. It's the right night to do this. We got to show love to
Miss Parker! Miss Parker!
the Lord is my shepherd. He know what I want. He wants us to give us some Miss Parker tonight. Miss Parker. Miss Parker. Let's go, Miss Parker. Yeah, right. Hello, Jazmyn. Good God almighty. About damn time, though. I feel like we haven't seen her wrestle in so freaking long. It's like, where was this been? About damn time. Been waiting for this. God, it's just still, I don't know. It just still doesn't feel right with JC with both titles. It really just doesn't. It'll never feel right. It just doesn't feel it. I can't get behind it. I just can't do it. Right? It really has been a while. Jazmyn Nix just celebrated her 27th birthday. Talk about young as hell and has a absolute bright future for herself. Let's go. Right now, what homegrown NXT wrestler do you see as a future WWE World Champion other than Oba, of course? Oh, man. That's tough because really, where is the main event scene right now for the men right now is rough because it's very, very, very light right now. Because I just genuinely like I'm looking through, I'm trying to think through the men's roster right now and who would be there. As for the women, Tony, I don't know, Ben. That's tough. I don't think I could see Tony winning a world title. I think they would seriously just strap him in the mid card and just go, Tony, there you go. Main event scene, though. That is difficult. As a world champion. Happy Harry, what's going on? It's 8 p.m. and I was horny as a 10 peckered owl. Do you really care? I don't care. Where my parents are. I see you, bro. All the no quarter catch crew guys? Really? I don't know. They would all, I feel like they're another one that would just be strapped in the mid card. If not, they'd be a tag team. Look at this crowd. Yo, this crowd is wild tonight. Let's go, y'all. What I'm talking about. Would love if Tony, if Tony D became world champion, it would be amazing. Even if he was NXT champion once. There was a time when I believe he challenged for the title that I truly thought he was going to win it, but he didn't win it. Give Javon a few years. I think Javon's going to win the NXT championship once. It's going to be an interesting run because of the whole, super young, athletic as hell, kind of smaller in stature, but, strap the world title on him once and tell him just go for it and see what happens because the crowd's behind him. So let's go. I'm with it. August 2nd at 1 p.m. Eastern, GCW Bloodsport. Let's go. The only thing I know that's been announced for that so far is Natalya and Masha Slamovich, which should be absolutely fucking phenomenal, those two. Yep. Right there. Ilya versus Tony at Stand and Deliver. Exactly, Bagel. Like, Ilya's NXT championship run was fantastic. And there was a time where I thought he was getting called up, and I thought they were going to take the title off him. So let's go. Slater and Javon, a tag team like a New Age Hardys. I'm with it. I love it. I'd mess with it. Oh, Dunn versus Gresham. Oh my God. Hold on. Let me get my response to that right here for y'all. Give me that matchup immediately. Bloodsport, are you here yet, please? I'd love that. I cannot wait to see that. Jada's 26? Really? She's younger than Jazmyn? Really? I would figure Jazmyn's younger. Trick Willie could be world champion in a few years, I think. I could see it. I don't see why he couldn't. But then again, will he suffer the same fate as Carmelo, which would be fucking awful in its own right as well? Oh, no, because we're not calling him Butch. It's fucking terrible. It's a terrible name. Oh, Miss Parker. She tired of this shit. She's not going to let this knife edge chops by Miss Parker. Lighten up Jazmyn. Shoot her in the rope. Ooh, basically a Judas effect. Depends on the booking, main roster-wise for Trick. Yeah. Sadly, I hope to God it's not I hope it's not going to happen. But I have a bad feeling he's going to basically have the same exact run as... I have a feeling, sadly, he's going to be the same equivalent of... let's go. I sadly feel he's going to be a repeat of Carmelo Hayes, and I hate saying that. Get it, Miss Parker. Let's go. I need Melo to be pushed. He needs to be pushed to the freaking, at least in the mid card for a little bit, because right now he's not, and that's bull. Miss Parker. Hypnotic. Is wiping out Jazmyn. That's one Fatal Influence member down, one to go. Can Lash get it done tonight? Miss Parker. Miss Parker. Oh, JC trying to ring Jazmyn a new one right now. Might as well put Trick back with Melo. Maybe that could work. Make them a tag team again. I could see it. It would probably be beneficial for Carmelo at this point. My boy, speaking of Javon right now, here he is. Oh, high rise, really? Wes, Tyreek, and Tyrese, huh? No. All right, Javon, let's go, bro. Let's go. Oh, fuck. Man, talk about a team that I used to like and now I don't. Sorry, Chase U, but this is not it anymore. It doesn't work. Give him his Bronson Reed moment. Remember when Trick just decided that he didn't want to be a mid-carder anymore and whoop Seth? Do the same? Oh. Interesting idea, Bagel. I could fuck with that. The tall, long-haired guy is Roxanne's boyfriend. Oh, my God. Roxy, what are you doing? Chase, you looks like a boy band. What the fuck? Really, Stephen? I can't. I used to love Chase U. It was so entertaining. I love the members. And now I can't get behind it because you can feel the whole, we just threw it together because people liked it. And now it's just kind of dead. And I hate saying that. Zach, what is going on? Happy National Lasagna Day, everyone. Shouts. Yes. Make sure y'all eating lasagna then tonight. Whether you have to order it out, make it yourself, what you got to do? Get some lasagna in you tonight. All right, so we got one Fatal Influence member down. Again, will Lash Legend be able to wipe out Fallon Henley tonight? That is the big question. And of course, the main event, as they discussed, the North American Championship, Santino Marella. Can Santino do what everyone is probably thinking he cannot do? Do I think it should happen? Yes. Should Santino beat Ethan Page? Abso-fucking-lutely. Ate Chipotle for dinner tonight. Honey chicken. Bro. I haven't had Chipotle in forever, bro. I had to give me some Chipotle one time. One time for the one time. Shouts to Chipotle. That shit's delicious. I mess with Chipotle, so that sounds so good, bro. Damn, I know I gotta get me some freaking Chipotle one day. Just adding that to the list of must gets. But can we do it? Do you think we get it tonight? Do we get it? Do we get the title swap tonight? I do want to say I think Swerve is up there for the biggest main roster fumbles. I know that's a ludicrously high bar. Yeah. The main roster was not good to at all Swerve Strickland or freaking the rest. Like, honestly, Ashanti and even Top Dollar, honestly, they weren't really good too. Everyone kind of flubbed that right now, and it's good for him because he got a career resurgence over in TNA. Very interesting. So I had broccoli, sausage, and mac and cheese. That sounds good as shit, though, Chris. Sounds good as shit. Yeah, Swerve was a huge, massive let go because now look what he's doing in AEW, and now he's outstanding over there. Ashanti the Adonis, he's still here. He's not really doing much for shit. TNA will take the NXT title tonight. I hope that's the case. Because if Ethan Page just retains, boy, oh boy, it's going to be another fucking flop. And I might have to get a slight little rant in there on that one. Time to cool off with ice cream cake from Carvel. Bro, save me a fucking piece, please. That sounds delicious. I love me some ice cream cake, bro. I saw Swerve in a live event where when you were in 6th grade. Holy shit. Kayla! What is going on, boss lady? We love you as always. Cannot wait to see you tomorrow for AEW as well. Super excited. Also, Kayla, I got us a little surprise coming tomorrow for Dynamite as well. So it's somebody that you apparently have said you wanted to have on a couple shows before, but got you. And big shouts to one half of World Elite. World Elite. That's right. Shouts to the only double J that matters. It's his World Elite. Any great, y'all? You know why? Because it's the only double J that matters right there. Yes, me and Stitch will be there. Of course, Stitchy better be there. I said, though. Oh, you're going to like it because it's somebody, again, that you wanted to have on, I believe, Outrage a couple times. So we got a certain somebody coming tomorrow. So will the 4th D appear tonight? Stay tuned, right? Yeah, my boy. Let's go. Shouts to Javon. Let's go. Evans. I'm getting her thinking now because she's going, Logan, what is going on? Hello. WWE Super Show in Japan officially happening this October. Rumors say Marigold and Noah Stars might be showing up, and a chance to see Io Sky, Kairi Sane, and Julia appear in Marigold's big October show. It'll be very interesting. Hopefully they actually do that. I don't know why the hell. Just very confused on everything because WWE just seems like they just don't give a shit other than taking Yoshiki Inamura and bringing him over here to NXT. They haven't done jack squat with Marigold other than that. Like, they occasionally send somebody over there, but it's like one person, literally one person. So, like, what the hell? Guess what, gang? Young OG's in the ring solo duo. Trick Williams, speak of the devil. Whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. Hi, Stitchy. You call me a weirdo. That's funny. Listen, Stitchy, I am weird, so you can't, weirdo is not an insult to me. Bro, is he trying to give Javon advice? 3 things you shouldn't do. Pull on Superman's cape. Try Trick Williams. Or try the biggest box office draw NXT or TNA has to offer, which happens to be Trick Williams. Here's an odd match. August 1st, House of Glory. Zilla 2 versus Bully Ray. What the fuck? Really? Random as hell. Yes, Stitchy, and I love you too. Bro, slow down. Coming out here with all this big dog energy. Got your ass chokeslam last week by The Undertaker. Hell yeah, let's go. The GOAT chokeslam and Trick Williams. Trick Willie looks like a Hunt's Point. The fact still remains, I'm still the TNA champion. I'm still the biggest thing in NXT. Still the biggest thing in TNA. Biggest thing. Wow. Let's talk about that. Yeah, damn it, Trick still standing after The Undertaker, right? That's some nonsense. I was actually talking about the NXT champion, Oba Femi. Okay. My boy? My boy? Hey, yo, shouts to Nutty Buddies, bro. Tony Khan just announced Tony Storm and Alex Windsor versus Athena and Billy Starks. Okay. Interesting. That you want it so bad. Whoa. Make myself a 2-time champion. Watch out, JC Jane. Trick Willie coming to the top next to you. And that's where we have a problem. Because you get in my way of the NXT championship, I have no problem. Oh. Wesley. Really, bro? Would you let that young whippersnapper get under your skin? Really, bro? You're going to call him young whippersnapper. Javon, you right, dog. You should be calling out Oba Femi. But Trick Williams is on a whole different level than you, bro. Let's talk about it. Undertaker gave him right advice. Unfortunately, gave it to the wrong person. So you don't quite understand what it takes to be a champion. Some people have a very special connection with the WWE Universe. They leave the crowd captivated every night. And oftentimes they leave themselves whoa. Coming from the greatest North American champion in ever. To fucking Trick's like a hype man again. What the fuck? You are going to have a great journey. Unfortunately, it is a long, long ways away. Cinnamon Toast Crunch ice cream. That sounds fucking great, Steven. Legit, bro. Like, great. All right. All right. Yo, surrounding my boy here with 4-on-1. I'm going to go out with a fight. Let's go. Oh, my boy getting fucked up, though. That's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. Yo, this is wrong. This is wrong. Oh, cardiac kick. Damn. Where's anybody, bro? Forget just chase you. Where the hell's anybody? Wow, they just fucked my boy up for nothing. Nobody fucking come out to help that man? What the fuck is this? Damn. So we getting that tonight? Oh, Dempsey versus Heights. If Tavion wins, he can leave no quarter catch crew. We running it back one more time for the one time. Looks like no quarter catch crew is going to no longer exist. Looks like it'll just be Charlie Dempsey and Ren Sinclair, which very interesting idea, I guess. Was High Rise paying tribute to Cena with the hand gesture? I know they were doing the word life right there. What the fuck? Like, what the fuck? That was really weird. Hope Tavion wins. I hope he does too, honestly. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love no quarter catch crew. But, like, if your whole objective is to, you know, have these guys break out on their own right now, you kind of got to have him win right now. Sadly, the only thing is for Miles so far is he hasn't really done anything since he left no quarter catch crew. He had the singles match, and with Oba, he had the title match with Oba, and that's really been about it. He hasn't really done anything since then. Tavion? I think Tavion's great, honestly. Tavion's fantastic only because of the fact that literally he took that time over in Japan seriously and he freaking killed it over there. AEW injury list. Will Ospreay, Orange Cassidy, Jay White, Mark Davis, Thunder Rosa, Kenny Omega, and Pac. That's a freaking pretty decently sized list with a lot of big names on there. Damn, that sucks. Like, really sucks. Earl Cole, what is going on? Shouts to you as well. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have not, slide on over to YouTube at any point that you want and go show some love to Earl Cole. Give that man a subscription. That's what I'm talking about. Show some love. Give him a like. Do what you got to do. You know what to do. Shouts to Earl Cole, though. Let's go. But damn, that is crazy. Tavion, though, I'll give him all his props. He did a fantastic job when he went over to Japan. I forgot what the hell the name of the tournament was. I think it was the N1. It's kind of like their version of the G1 in Noah. But it was great. He did a fantastic. He basically was the one who stood out. Josh Briggs, honestly, I don't remember hearing much about him while he was over there. But I heard a lot of good things from Tavion when he was over there. So it really worked for him in the long run. Earl Cole, appreciate you hitting that like button as always. Thunder's just taking time off. Okay, well, that's fucking crazy. Why is she just dipping? Like, what the hell? She hasn't barely even been on TV most of the time. So that's like, why is she taking time off? Thunder's taking time off because she's basically had time off. That's a weird saying. Appreciate you, Earl Cole, as well. Says, have a joyous stream. Appreciate that. Tavion has to win this. How Ren's going to leave the group? Thumb wrestling. Oh, God. I mean, unless it's just going to be a huge dissension where the two of them are just going to split up and Ren's going to go on her own. I think Thunder's done with AEW mentally. I think she is too. Like, first off, I thought she was done after the whole Britt Baker stuff. Like, when that happened, I would have just been like, I'm out. Like, I'm tired of it. I don't need to deal with it. If she wants to be the drama queen, you can keep it. I'll go somewhere else. But she didn't leave. So she stuck around. She came back finally. We got her on television very, very sporadically. Can we please just get Thunder Rosa on television more instead of this? Hashtag bully John Cena. Hashtag blame John Cena. Do we always have to blame John Cena, though? You can't really say for me to blame John Cena, especially when I'm the guy who's freaking probably the only one who's a fan of the Cena heel turn right now. Let's chase you outside of the men's locker room. What the hell are they going to do? Oh, look, Hank and Tank. Let's go. Shouts to the tag team champions. Let's go. What? We're going in on 1, 2, 3, go, or 1, 2, then go. What the hell, you guys? Thunder Rosa got hurt wrestling. She's also not happy with her performance in the ring. She's 50-50 retirement. Oh, God. Really? Really? Chase, you think you can attack the tag team champions? You're out of your goddamn minds. These two are so goofy together. Like, I don't mean Hank and Tank. I mean fucking these two. Just don't care about Chase U anymore. This sucks. Really? Andre Chase just shows up. What the fuck? Guys, I am so sorry. Is he going to curse them out? Please tell me he's going to curse them out. Apparently, if you just ask, it happens. Gabby, have a good night. Appreciate you. Why do I do this to myself? What the hell? Oh my God. Chase U. Why? Chase U's not the same. Andre Chase is like Punk dealing with kids. I mean, I don't know what the fuck he's doing. It's just not working. They botched the screen. There it is. I'm like, what the fuck? Where the hell's the freaking... Where's the Tron? Hello? I love how they both come out to the No Quarter Catch crew music. You figured that what they would like. So that way it keeps it very interesting. So far to compete in Bloodsport are Masha Slamovich, Dominic Guarini, Janai Kai, and Natty. Yo, Janai Kai, what the fuck has she got going for Bloodsport? That's awesome. That was apparently he was injured, Steven, which is weird why he had a Hannibal Lecter mask for his injury, but okay. Brandon, confirm with me who the hell Janai Kai's opponent is and who Dominic Guarini's is. If they haven't even made the two of them have a match yet. Like, if they just announced that they're going to be there. And poor Ren had to take the L in the debut of Blake Monroe, the singles debut, I should say. Here we go, a little bit of graps right now. But why did Charlie Dempsey have to wear these bright? Oh, they're just announced to compete. Okay, so they have not had a match made official yet for them yet. So they're just there. Okay. Why the fuck did Charlie Dempsey have to wear this yellow, nasty-ass yellow color? What the fuck, bro? Dude, the fluent motions of Charlie Dempsey are incredible. That's pretty cool, but what happens to Ren if Heights wins? It's just going to be, will Ren find her way out of the group, or what's it going to be? Or will she just stick with... Oh, what the fuck? Just saw Joe Hendry. What the shit? Why did we just see Joe Hendry? That was hysterical and random. Alrighty then. Give me Janai Kai versus Maki Ito. That'd be interesting. I'm just interested to see Janai Kai there at all because I fucking love her. She's fantastic. Nice catch by Tavion. Wow, that roll through. Damn, Tavion. Dempsey with a waist lock. Wow, reaching through his legs, grabbing him. Pinfall, 2, kick out. has been made official. Javon Evans and Wes Lee tonight. Big shoulder tackle by Tavion. Side headlock takeover. Trying to block the pressure by pushing on him. Big old head scissors by, never mind. I thought Dempsey had him in the head scissors. Tavion keeping that side headlock locked in tight. Why is Hendry on my screen? Truck screw up? Possibly. Tavion. Chanting for Tavion. Duck the line by Dempsey. Double cross body right in the middle. Met. Damn. Oh, they're going to commercials. Fuck you guys with your damn commercials. Sons of bitches. I mean, I'm looking forward, though, but just by, those announcements so far that we got Janai Kai there, Dominic Guarini. And there's so many people that used to go to Bloodsport, and I wonder who's going to be there. It happened in the middle, Rusty. It was in the middle of this match, just out of nowhere. There was a screen that just popped up Joe Hendry, and for some reason, that was it. Didn't play his music, didn't do anything. It just showed him doing the turnaround, and that was it. Very weird. Like, I don't know if he's going to be here on the show tonight. Like, what's going on? Janai Kai needs to get out of MLW because she's a good wrestler. She needs to show her talent. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think Janai Kai has always been fantastic. And I hate saying this because MLW does some good stuff on a lot of occasions, but sometimes they have such amazing talent that deserve to be on a better platform, and it almost feels like they're wasting away there. Janai Kai is one of them, honestly. She's that damn good, and yet she's trapped in MLW right now. So, again, that's not a diss towards MLW. I think they're good as a company, but you have a lot of people. Yeah, they've been downhill. Yeah, I mean, they still have Contra going too, which is all weird that it's all over the fucking place now. God. MLW just feels like they're trying to do stuff to garner attention. And honestly, I don't think it's working. For a lot of people, you're either that invested in MLW or you don't know what MLW is. And I wish MLW had something, but they definitely don't feel the same than what they used to be. Need to have their heads examined, getting Austin Aries on commentary, right, dude? Right? Like, everyone knows Austin Aries is a prick. So why the fuck you just saying, yeah, we should put him on commentary? People want to hear his voice. No, we don't. Mario, what's going on? He says, how you doing? Hot in my damn room, bro. It's hot in this room too, so don't worry. We on the same level, bro, right now. That's all I can say. But just like, I don't get how they decided Austin Aries needs to be on commentary. I mean, thank God he's not in the ring because, again, I don't know why anybody would want to deal with Austin Aries, but I don't know why anybody wants to deal with Austin Aries on commentary. Like, do you really want to hear him talk? Surprised genuinely he doesn't just rip into people on the microphone, like on the freaking headset, and just be like, well, can we just turn his headset off for a little bit? I see that they have Dijak now. Him and good old Bishop Dyer, Baron Corbin, are tag team champions, which is fantastic. Mads Kruger's awesome. When he first debuted in Contra, I was like, he fits Contra very well. But, like, what is he doing now as well? It's bizarre. How is Danielson's AEW contract blocking Bree from coming back to WWE? It's a damn good question, honestly, though, Rusty. That's a really weird one. That one don't make no damn sense, honestly. Bryan Danielson's AEW contract is blocking Brie Bella from coming back to WWE. Like, why is that the case? Why is that the case? I saw that, Brandon. They were part of Slammiversary on the kickoff show, basically. New promotion called Four Ropes, owned by Enzo and Zilla. And Zilla's their world champion. Absolutely. They're both on the kickoff show for Slammiversary. And for those that don't know any about those three guys that were there, you didn't get much to really even get to find out anything about them because the match was only 3 minutes. That's right. Brock Anderson and CW Anderson are together as a tag team. I forgot about that one. Oh, Tavion knee first into the steps. What the hell? Sidestep by Dempsey. Rolling back in. And here we go. Now Dempsey's going to pick apart the leg. Well, that was a really awkward looking dragon screw. Single leg crab now. Basically in the middle of the ring. Oh, you didn't know that Red owns House of Glory? Yeah, Amazing Red owns House of Glory. It's fantastic. Like, I love House of Glory. I think they're great, honestly. Shouts to Amazing Red. Like, it is so good to see him occasionally. Like, he makes appearances on the House of Glory shows himself. Sometimes he wrestles as well. I think he's a fantastic guy. I think he's a fantastic wrestler. I love what they do. Oh, God. She's trying to throw in the towel again, but she can't find a towel. Yeah, right. Do not find a towel. Do not do that again. Yeah, I know. I'm watching it. I'm watching it, Rusty. I don't like it. I don't want her to throw in the towel and have it inside cradle. Never mind. Tuck the line. Take me out of the clothesline. Exploding off the ropes. Taking out Dempsey. Big high angle slam. Wrestling Revolvers owned by the Death Machine. That's right. Shouts to Sammy Callahan as well. And again, shouts to his wife, Jessica Havoc. What is this? Death Valley Driver. Come on, Tavion. Let's go, bro. Got him hooked. Dempsey out of it. Kicked it in the midsection. That's actually kicking the leg. Butterfly suplex. No. Counter. Rolling belly to belly. The pin. Tavion is out. Holy shit. Way to go, Tavion Heights. All right. Good job, Tavion. Let's go. Fantastic. That surprise belly to belly on Charlie Dempsey. I don't even think Ren knows how to react to this. She's watching her boys disintegrate and fall apart and leave. Wow, he shook Tavion's hand. Let's go. No quarter catch crew is basically over. Let's go, Tavion. Oh, here we go. Trick and high rise again. You gonna finish him off tonight? Please, for the love of God, don't do it again. Yo, he trying to convince Trick to give Tyreek and Tyrese a tag team title shot. Speaking of Santino Marella. Let me tell you something, brother. I am the stroke. Let's go. Hey, let's go. He said it. Ethan Page. Way to go. Let's go, Santino. Oh, hello, Blake Monroe. Give it to us right now. Respectfully. Good God almighty. Hello, Blake Monroe. Santino not winning this because of Trick. God damn it. I hope not. I hope that's not the case. Like, what the fuck? NXT can't fucking take the chance and swap their titles, but they could fucking make TNA force theirs. That's just bullshit. It's such bull. Just absolutely ridiculous. It's just ridiculous because, again, why is this not fucking the same fucking playing field for both sides? Oh my God, Samantha Stevens. I mean, Blake Monroe. Right? Happy Harry. Good God almighty. What I'm talking about. That is something, that's for sure. Blake Monroe. Hello, how you doing? Taking Grace is still suspended, right? I mean, has it stopped her so far? The only time was she got that double arm DDT on the chair last week. So either she's just not going to show up and Blake's just going to talk, or we might get another Jordynne appearance where she's just going to say, fuck it, and just beat the dog shit out of her. So either way, I'm with it. Because I want to see this feud. Again, I don't know why this matchup was not just made for, this was not the NXT Women's Championship feud. Honestly. JC could have lost the title. Just something. Grace beat up more security. She probably would. Bring out friggin' like 30 security guards, and they all get the dog shit kicked out of them by Jordynne Grace. You could see it happening. I could definitely see it happening. Because normally whenever security guards get beaten up, everybody enjoys that shit. Like, everybody enjoys that. But like, honestly, the one-on-one matchup between the two of them, between Grace and Blake Monroe, I think is going to be fantastic. I can't wait to see that. Like, it's one of those matches that I know both women are fantastic in ring-wise, and I think they're going to put on a banger when it happens. Do I think the build so far has been a little weird? Yes, very. If in my company, if security got taken out, they'd all be fired. I mean, yeah, you can't be a good enough security guard that you basically just get taken out. I mean, you want to make Jordynne Grace look good, so you want to make her look like an absolute scary threat where Blake Monroe's like, listen, I took her out, and now I just made him a huge fucking mistake because she's going to keep coming for me. And she's out here beating up security guards, which makes sense. Honestly, but like, I can see it. I can understand why you would can the security if they didn't do a good enough job being security. You guys can't even do your job, right? Like, come on. Oh, there she is. Good Lord. That freaking skirt she has almost doesn't freaking conceal anything. Good Lord. That camera angle was trippy as shit. I have to say. That was trippy as all hell. 7 years ago today, Brian Christopher left us. Damn. God, rest in peace to Brian Christopher, which still surprises the shit out of me that is Jerry Lawler's son. Like, holy shit. And again, Grandmaster Sexay. One of the members are too cool. Rest in peace, Brian Christopher. Booker T, darling. The name is Blake Monroe. Ew, she said medical facility. You could have just said hospital, Blake. All right. Happy birthday to Big Papa Pump. Let's go. Why Jordynne Grace? The answer's so simple. Jordynne isn't good enough. That's a feeling I'm sure all of you can relate to. I've seen protein shakes with more personality than... Wow. She's more a background player, or some might say an extra. Wow. Wow. How much digging did she do to find that? Wow, she really did some digging to find some of these pictures. I know what you're all thinking. I get it. Blake. Jordynne has transformed herself. But I know when she's alone, she looks in the mirror. She doesn't see the juggernaut. She sees that photo. And that is not championship material. That's gym membership material. Oh my God, that is fucked. But this is what you call star power. This is what you build a brand around. WWE. Wow. I was influencing all of you to buy shirts. Wow. Look at Blake Monroe. You look this good. You don't need to change a thing. So I'm not here to play nice. I'm here to be the woman this brand revolves around. She can bench 300 pounds, but she can't. Lola Vice? Wait a second. Cállate la boca. I says, what's up with that big blonde in the front row? Looks like no pants or something hanging out, bro. That's a little disturbing. Hello, Vice City. Wow. I want to talk about star power. Star power to me is flying across the world to represent WWE and AAA. Not taking selfies backstage. All right, Lola. Star power is creating viral moments. Oh, we get more Miss Parker. Let's go. Miss Parker, Miss Parker, Miss Parker, Miss Parker. There's a double dose of Miss Parker tonight. Let's go. Evolution this. Viral moment that. Let's talk about your little moments. About somebody that made you relevant. I don't need any of that. I don't need no Bella Twin. I don't need no betrayal. I don't need anybody else to make any type of noise. I am Jaida Parker. Understand that. Let's go, Miss Parker. That's what I did to Jazmyn Nix earlier. I'm chasing the NXT Women's Championship. Uh-oh! Here comes the Juggernaut. Wait a minute. Kalani? Really? Why'd she come out to Jordynne's entrance? Really? That's weird as shit. What the fuck? NXT represented. I'm not here to talk about the past. I'm here to talk about the future. You can't talk about the future without talking about Kalani Jordynne. For some reason, Blake, you think you're the hottest signee in sports entertainment. How about you prove it against the former champion? Even on your best day, you can't do it. You can't do it like Lonnie. All right, Kalani. Kalani finally got a personality. Wow. Next week, I put you in the same medical facility with Jordynne Grace. Damn. Damn, we just fucking spicing up this freaking women's division even more. Let's go. Nice drop kick by Kalani. Oh, they Trump Ms. friggin' whoa! Absolutely friggin' played a fool on Miss Parker tonight. Oh, look, Tatum and Izzy Dame. Let's go. That might have been the biggest win of my career. I think I want to challenge Sol Ruka. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's funny, Jaida shoving Blake. Absolutely. You have to pin the champion like I did. Still reeling from last week. Wow, Nico talks. I didn't know the motherfucker knew how to talk. Don't ever hear a damn word from him. Dakota Kai's a free agent on Saturday. Well, good luck to her. That's all I can say. Sol got lucky at best. Next week, you have all of us in your corner to make sure you bring home gold. Well, Nico just didn't even hug her back. Like, motherfucker just stood still and let her hug him, but that's it. Luca Crucifino. No family lasts forever. That's a hell of a way to end that segment. All right, Lash. So, once I'm done with Fallon Henley, we clear path to the NXT Women's Championship. All right, Miss Legend, let's go. Hell of a promo. Give you that. Yeah, good luck to Dakota. Like, I hope she gets something when she freaking gets free. And I hope to God she can stay healthy because I'm, like I said, I feel so bad for her freaking always getting hurt. And it sucks. Izzy and Tatum Paxley are beautiful. Respectfully. Yes, they are. Big body Javi and Braun Breaker, you stay winning, you two. Like, legit. Izzy's been blowing up internet lately with photos and videos since she's with Braun now, right? That shit's funny as shit. They've been pretty entertaining, honestly, together. So I mess with it. All right, we have officially succeeded past the first hour. So far, I'm just going to give this a solid so far. Miss Parker and Jazmyn Nix was fun. I enjoyed it. The segments with Javon and Wes, interesting. I could say that. Long run, though, kind of not really one of them shows that's like, super big on anything tonight. It's just kind of cruising by. They're not like blowing you away tonight, which is fine. It doesn't always have to be that way. I don't expect the shows to always, make us just be like, oh man, this is the greatest show ever. Like, they're not always going to be that way. And we all know that. But they've done a good job. I would say a solid job. Well, that is crazy news that I didn't really think I was going to expect to see. I just currently went to go pull up to see more of the results for tonight. And I just found out that apparently Vince McMahon was involved in a serious car crash. So what the shit? Well. Says nobody was injured. Okay, well, if that happened last week, why are they just reporting that now? That is a little ridiculous. And I mean ridiculous. But so far, I would say solid show. Miss Parker and Jazmyn Nix, good. Tavion, Charlie Dempsey, good. The segment with Javon, Trick, and High Rise, solid. And the Blake Monroe promo, honestly, very good. I liked it. I like the way it seems like every week they continue to spice up the women's division even more. It's like, here we go. NXT slowing down a bit. Yeah, it is kind of. You can feel it. It still feels like they're doing stuff, but it's not really like shifting to a whole different gear. It's just kind of on cruise control. You can feel it. You definitely feel the show is kind of like that. Vince going to have a trial for reckless driving, possibly. There we go. Wow, Fatal Influence got a nothing entrance. They didn't even get an entrance. That's shitty. Lash got a half jobber entrance. Feel it, Lash. Legend. Let's go. The Bougie Bully. Hell of a nickname for herself. I could say that. Hello, Nurse Fallon Henley. Damn right. Gotta love it. So shitty because, again, she was portrayed as the leader. And then all of a sudden, just JC took it over because reasons. A little ridiculous. Lash just unloading on Fallon Henley. Counter by Fallon. Oh, stepped on her foot. That's interesting. The forearm. Look at the power game of Lash Legend. All right, Lash. Look at you. Lash with a big splash. That sounds pretty funny to say. There it is again. Joe Hendry again. What the fuck? What is going on? What is going on with this Joe Hendry stuff? There, see, I saw it that time. Yeah, that's the second time tonight. I'm telling you, he's gonna be the reason why Santino, him and freaking some of TNA are gonna be responsible for NXT losing the North American Championship tonight. I could feel it. Oh, God. The power game just fucking with Fallon Henley right now. Wow, swinging side slam into a backbreaker right over the knee. Fallon, look at the movement. Blockbuster. Joe Hendry thinks he's in the Wyatt 6. Interesting take. I mess with it. Stomping away on Lash. Oh! I couldn't tell if that was a cutter, a hair mare, or what that was. Holy shit. Fallon just threw herself at her and just grabbed her by the hair and said, here I go, I'm going to do something. I'm trying to hear what this crowd is saying, but I don't know what the hell they're saying. It's counter by Lash. Big old overhand slap by Fallon Henley. The fluent motion of Fallon Henley into the basically springboard corkscrew bulldog for the famouser. Power game by Lash, but never mind. Hurricane Rana by Fallon. For another hair mare. Nice shot by Lash. Lash really has improved. She really has. I'm impressed. I was not big on her originally. Again, that character of just, the talk show host was not doing it for me. And her in-ring stuff didn't really feel like it was impressing me that much. But lately, her and Jakara, when they were together, looked fantastic. I thought they both improved very, very well. Shouts to her being over in TNA, which is fantastic. But now that she's over here, not doing her own thing, I think Lash has done a hell of a job by herself. So I'll give her that. Yo, JC trying to interfere. Pump kick by Lash legend. Nia Jax! What the hell? Nia Jax back in NXT. Famouser. Wow, Fallon gets a squeaky clean escape thanks to Nia Jax. Oh, shit. What the hell? What the hell? We're going to get a Lash legend Nia Jax feud? Damn. Wow, Fallon got away with that one. Oh, here we go. Nia's still going on the freaking assault right now. Oh, God, the Annihilator. Annihilator to Lash legend. Wow, she told her don't run her mouth next time, bitch. Nia Jax. Damn. All right. That should be interesting. I'm not going to lie. I'm intrigued. I'm actually intrigued. Up next, Javon Evans and Wesley. This should be a hell of a freaking matchup. I mean, Lash did say, she did mention her. She did say her name, so Nia wasn't going to let that shit fly. She did eliminate her in the Battle Royal. She technically screwed her out of a championship opportunity in her eyes. Because she's the heel, she's going to be like, you screwed me out of a title opportunity by eliminating me in the Battle Royal. Even though, again, it's a Battle Royal. It's to be expected that you could get eliminated in it. So you can't say that it was, a cheap victory when Lash used her power to eliminate them. And that explains it. Exactly. That is why. Told you. It's just like literally Nia just said it before. Next time, don't run your mouth, bitch. So that shit right there is because of what Lash said in that promo on her way out to the ring. Because she mentioned Nia, and because of the fact she got eliminated in that battle royal, wild. That was actually awesome. I enjoyed that. That was awesome. I think, like I said, I think Nia Jax has been so much better in this second iteration of herself that it's like I'm so intrigued of what the hell she's gonna do. And I'm really loving it because it's been great. You know, it's no longer the Nia Jax of old that we all used to basically go on full-blown rants ourselves about every single time, hearing about, oh, she's unsafe, she's done this, she's hurt this person, she's hurt that person, she's responsible for it. Guess what? Again, there was a few times where I actually felt like I went out there and I would defend Nia Jax. And now I'm looking at this and I'm going, damn, she has gotten so much better. She's not freaking reckless. She's not anything else. She's doing a fantastic job. Again, she honestly deserved that women's championship run that she got, which I'll give her that. Nia and NXT may help her out. Look what happened to Mandy Rose. I mean, yeah. Right now, and really, other than after her losing the championship to Tiffany and all the other matches that she's had to Tiffany and basically lost, like, what else is there for her to do on the main roster? Let her have a nice little run in NXT. She should do damn good down there. So, yeah, I'm with it. I'd mess with it. She really has nothing else on the main roster for herself. I'm not going to see them. I don't see them freaking inserting her in the mid-card title scene. Like, I don't see them putting her against Julia, because even though it would kind of be interesting in its own right, Nia's already cemented herself as a main eventer, main championship contender. She doesn't need to be dropped down to the mid-card title, even though more than likely she'd probably be happy with a mid-card title because, again, that gets her closer to a Grand Slam of her own. But still, you don't really need to drop certain people down to really improve anything. Like, you can do that with the women's championship itself, as long as you do it correctly, which is right now not what they're doing. They're not doing well with that whole, the mid-card titles just yet. They're still working on it, but they need to step that shit up because they're really slacking on it for sure. But that was interesting. I'm kind of looking forward to a little bit of a mini Lash legend Nia Jax feud. Nia hasn't been an NXT Women's Champion. That's a good point. It's a good point. But are you really... Do you really put Nia in that situation right now? Because I don't see that happening. I don't see them doing it. Holy fuck, is that Nick? Whoa, 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 whoa. Inamura and Briggs. But after what happened last week during the main event. Let me ask this. In her and Bayley's situation, are they at the point to help put over... Damn, Inamura just slapped the shit out of Stacks. Holy fuck. Let me ask this. In her and Bayley's situation, are they at the point to help put over younger talent? Yes. Yes. Literally, Bayley's basically won enough women's championships right now, but she's not involved in that championship scene right now. You don't need to put her in the mid-card title scene because you already just did that with Becky. You don't need to all of a sudden revert to Bayley doing the same thing. And unless Bayley's just going to go out there to put somebody over in the process, it's kind of a wasted trip right now. So, yeah, that's kind of what their position is right now. to go out there and put over some younger talent right now and elevate them, which is good, honestly. There they go again. They're doing the word life thing again. That's the new, don't like Javon's chances. I mean, he could still pull it off, Steven. Anything's possible. Oh, my boy with the suicida wiping out Wesley. See, you don't give a shit. That man don't give a rat's ass about how many people are out there. He want to fight. He want to fight. I think right hand to Wesley. Oh, God. Blocked by Javon. Right hand. Oh, again with a big right hand on Wes. Javon trying to get the... There's the bell. Here we go. Springboard coming in. Javon. Cross body. He's still a puppy, man. Is he, though, right now? Damn, Wesley. That trick, it ain't ever been easy. All right, there, Trick Willie. About 3.5 weeks away from Heat Wave. Damn, that is flying up quick, honestly. Didn't realize how quick that was coming up. Holy shit. That is nuts. Oh, the chop again, Javon. For another one. Wes beating him to the punch again. Oh, wiping out Wes again. The tension just like... Urgh. Oh, knife edge chop. August 24th. Wesley taking moves from Bruce BD. Woo! Good God. And they are talking about The Undertaker on commentary right now. Let's go. Shouts to the greatest of all time right there last week. Putting Trick down a couple notches. He told him, don't bring your LFG anger to NXT. What the hell? Shining his boots right now. What is happening right now on commentary? It's like pure and utter fucking chaos. Wes shooting Javon in. Javon counters. Try to counter back. Counters all over the place. Javon with a kick. Here we go. Looking for the corkscrew splash that he does. If he hits this, it might be over. Oh, really? Tyson and Tyreek, of course, getting involved. Shoving Javon out to the floor. Oh, God, Wes. Oh, tope con hilo. Just caught enough of it, though. I'm talking about. Into a commercial break, of course. Honestly, surprised NXT hasn't done any picture-in-picture moments tonight. Like, usually they have some picture-in-picture, but they really have not gotten any tonight, which is a little weird. Like, what the hell? This match should be, when we come back, should be picking up even more, and I can't wait to see what those two are going to do for the rest of this. But yeah, Steven, you are right. He did almost overjump that, but he got just enough of it to wipe out Javon Evans, which is crazy. Right? Weird that there's no picture-in-picture tonight. Like, what's up with that? Again, usually there is. Even on, there are a few times so far since they've been on CW, we've actually had picture-in-picture for some places, like some moments here. And right now, like, we're this late into the show with just a little over 30 minutes to go, and we've really gotten no picture-in-picture. Like, are we going to get it during the main event? Is that why? We really think the main event's going to actually have a commercial? Because if it does, it'd be strange if it does. So I don't know. Oh, yeah, I got you, Rusty. This is the moment right here where we're all asking, we haven't got any picture-in-picture tonight. Well, then it must be asked. What's
up with that?
What is up with that, huh? What's up with the no picture-in-picture, CW? Did you take that away from him or something? Not only did you have to make him hard stop at 10 o'clock, you needed to make sure picture-in-picture doesn't exist because, if we do picture-in-picture, you guys might overrun. We can't overrun because we got to get right off of this and go jump right into the fucking news. It's time for the news, a.k.a. when you look at the fucking news coming on, we have to tell you that.
That's fucking bullshit.
Oh, just don't worry. The fucking news is a bunch of bullshit because all it does is give you a bunch of bullshit. That's right. Dynamite card tomorrow night. Hangman Adam Page versus Jon Moxley, and MJF promo, and the Outrunners versus the Bucks. Oh boy. AKA a freebie for the Young Bucks. That's fucking stupid. I hate when the Bucks wrestle because basically every one of their matches is a freebie for them. And try to act like putting them in the ring with all these other teams makes this huge difference. And it's going to be like, oh, the other team has a chance. No, they don't. Let's be honest here. Even the Bucks are in kayfabe no longer EVPs. They still win fucking every match they have. So ridiculous. There he is. Shouts to the other half, of course, the silent assassin from World Elite. World Elite. What is good, bro? Ladies and gentlemen, if you did not see it, of course, head on over to World Elite. Give them a subscription as well. And check out, again, what happened yesterday. Hashtag Just Notorious. That's right. Your boy, the Redeemer, and the Notorious DOM making an appearance on World Elite for some SummerSlam predictions. So if you ever want to know what our predictions are, head on over. We're not going to get there again later coming up this week. I believe we're going to have some more opportunity at predictions. We're going to get OPC's predictions. We might get Pepsi Phil's predictions. Again, hopefully you're in the Discord with us and that you have prepped yourself for some predictions because, boy, oh boy, we got some fun with them. That's for damn sure. I grew up with no social media in the WCCW era, and when they would go off air right at the top of the hour, they would say, don't worry, folks, we'll keep cameras rolling and show you how this ends next week. I remember when they used to do that shit. I've heard about that. I've seen how that used to go, and it's like, it's cool. I understand what they were doing there, but it kind of feels like a little bit of a momentum killer kind of situation because you basically are like, yeah, we know what happened. You don't. We'll show you next week, though. We got you. Vaughn looking a little groggy. Nice roundhouse kick. Rocked Wesley. Low rope spring German suplex. Nice move by Javon. Wes is absolutely slumped. Javon looking like he's shifting into another gear here. He's looking at Wes, currently just sitting flat on his ass against the ropes. Everybody's up. Went for another chop. Counter by Wes. Oh, that right hand. Kick him away. Superman punch. Neuralizer rocking Wesley. The pin. 1, 2, and a kick out by Wesley. This match is picking up. The friggin' pace is changing. It's speeding up. They hit the fast forward button. Backing West into the corner again. Oh, right hand. Until Javon's getting beat. He's getting exhausted. Counter by Wes as Javon came in. Oh, big leaping Insaguri. Satellite DDT folded him up. Wesley, what is this? Brain buster, bitch, sheer drop version. 2, and a kick out by Javon. Big old sheer drop brain buster. Didn't get the job done. That was a pure definition of Kid Cash's dead level. But West going up top. What's he going for here? Oh, Javon wiping the feet right out from underneath him on the top rope. Stuck in the trio. Whoa. Oh, Javon back it up. What the fuck? Oh, my God. He's going to go coast to coast. He's going to go coast to coast. Oh, my God. Javon Evans. Oh, sunset flip coast to coast. Holy shit. Frog splash. The cover. Holy shit. West kicked out. How? How did he kick out of that? What? This is awesome indeed. Let's go. Oh, Tyreek and Tyrese getting involved again. Oh, of course the numbers are going to come into fucking play. Right-handed Wes. The fuck off, Tyreek and Tyson. Super kick. Up and over. Javon up and over. He wiped out Tyson and Tyreek. Get back in there quick. Small package, small package. Oh, it was a near 4.5. Holy shit. He whiffed that elbow. He didn't whiff that cardiac kick. Oh, Javon's foot on the second rope. He picked his feet up too damn far. Wow, Wes fucked himself on that one. Wow. Rolled him up, rolled him up. Kick out by Wes. Cutter by Javon. Double jump. Cutter BMC. Got him. Look at that. What a match. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. What a match. Match of the fucking night right there. Javon Evans. Unfucking real. The young OG. BCE. Best cutter ever. Way to go, Javon. Get that man in contention for Oba Femi. Speaking of the devil, the ruler's here. Let's go. I love it. That's awesome. That is fucking awesome. The North American Championship is up next. Ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is. It's time for the main event. Powerhouse. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. It is that time. Where does Oba rank in all of NXT champs? Oh, God, he's up there, though. His run's been damn good, Rusty. I have to say, his run has been fantastic so far. So, if anything, he is up there. He is up there as one of the better NXT champions that we've had, it feels like, in a while. So shouts to Oba Femi. Again, I can't wait to see that man on the main roster. What kind of carnage is he gonna cause? Who's gonna stop this man? How the fuck is he gonna lose this championship? Will he drop it? Will he just fucking vacate it? What's it gonna be? Because honestly, I'm starting to believe at this point that if they don't just go full gusto and give it to Javon and have Javon be the one to beat Oba Femi, they're just going to have Oba vacate it. He's going to pull an Asuka and he's just going to vacate the championship. I can see it. I can see them doing it. It's going to be wild. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, you see who it is in the chat. Of course, it's the devious one, El Presidente, OPC, the man that everybody loves. We love you, OPC. He says all we need is our Poppy Redeemer to lead us to Nagamania every Tuesday on NXT. What is good, my brother? Happy Taco. Nalga's Tuesday. LOL. How's NXT so far? Anything new? What's the main event? Very, very good show tonight. We just had an amazing matchup between Javon Evans and Wesley. Of course, we had Miss Parker against Jazmyn Nix. Very good matchup in its own right. We had a nice little interaction between Javon and Trick Williams and High Rise that led to that matchup with Javon and Wesley. Javon basically was going to call out Oba Femi, but Trick Williams kind of came out there and intervened and again tried to run him down, tell him he's a kid, he ain't ready to be a champion. Wesley did the same thing. So honestly, again, we've been saying it. Javon should be the one to dethrone Oba. It just makes sense. I don't think it needs to be Trick losing the championship to Javon Evans, as much as that would be fucking cool. But again, that's just basically trading an NXT superstar for an NXT superstar by putting the TNA title on them there. I'm not a fan of that idea. They need to change that. It needs, after that epic fucking matchup, Javon needs to be challenging Oba Femi for that NXT championship and taking that title off of him. We've had a bunch of stuff with, I guess, Dixon and Connors from Chase U tried to attack Hank and Tank, which didn't really lead anywhere, but Hank and Tank are apparently giving them a tag team title match. Fine, whatever that happened, whenever the hell that decides to happen. Tavion Heights defeated Charlie Dempsey after that made official matchup by Bully Ray last week. Tavion Heights is now out of the No Quarter Catch crew, out on his own. Should be interesting. We had a nice promo between Blake Monroe talking about the Jordynne Grace stuff, who then was confronted by, of course, Miss Parker again. So we got a double dose of Miss Parker tonight. Kalani Jordan, another one who appeared there, and Lola Vice as well intervened and got a little wordy with Blake Monroe. I'm guessing next week we are going to be getting Kalani Jordan and Blake Monroe. Very interesting. Tatum Paxley apparently is going to challenge Sol Ruka for the Women's North American Championship. Very interesting in its own right. Nice little moment there at the end of that where Luca Crucifino, they were talking about the family. It's literally, you hear Tatum just say, "I love my new family." And Luca walks up and basically tells everybody flat out where he's just like, you hear him just say, "No family lasts forever." So that's interesting where that's going to lead to. Fallon Henley ended up beating Lash Legend thanks to interference from Nia Jax. Amazing. So we're going to get some, I guess, Lash Legend and Nia Jax feud, which should be pretty interesting. We got a little bit of a big freaking brawl between Yoshiki Inamura and Josh Briggs. Stacks tried to run his mouth. Basically, Inamura slapped the dog shit out of him, and I guess we're getting Stacks and Inamura next week as well. So far, a very good show. I am pleased with it tonight. It did its job tonight. Yeah, I am too. I'm very intrigued by Lash Legend and Nia Jax. It should be very interesting. Oh, there you go, everybody. You see it in the chat. Tomorrow, the flagship show will lead us all into Dynamite tomorrow night. Get ready for that. A nice double header for you all tomorrow. Be prepared. Oh, Steven, you want me to do it again? Fine. You know what? Ladies and gentlemen, I did it before. I will do it again. Ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is, right? It's time for the main event. Powerhouse. Hope we just broke OPC with that one. Ooh. Miles Bourne with a nice little backstage interview here with Vic Joseph. There we go. Tomorrow's COD 252, Road to a New Journey, predictions for SummerSlam, thoughts on Netflix doc, and more. So, hope everyone's ready. Wow, Jordynne was putting a neck brace for that? What happened? Wow. Lexus King. Sit down. Wow, Lexus. He's not deaf. He's a con man. That's fucked up, bro. If Miles is deaf, I'm blind as a bat. Who asked this man to say this shit? All right, cool. Lexus versus Miles Bourne next week, I guess. Ava's like, the fuck are you talking about, Lexus? Here we go. Blake Monroe and Kalani Jordynne next Tuesday. Should be a very good matchup. 2 championships on the line. Yes, the Women's North American Championship next week. Sol Ruka defends against Tatum Paxley. Very good. Which means we should be hitting the tag team title match that we asked. The NXT tag team titles. Hank and Tank defend the tag team titles against Chase U. Let's go. Here we go. Santino Marella. Santino. The TNA Director of Authority. I like how they're using his WWE music. I do too. That's awesome. Nice touch. I love it. Chase U tag title shot. Really? Who did they beat to deserve a shot? They just confronted Hank and Tank and asked. That was it. Hank and Tank are fighting champions, so should be interesting. Wow. And of course, a commercial. God damn it. All right, everybody. Before we get back to the main event, after all these fucking commercials, give me your as it stands right now rating, would you say? What are we feeling about this show? I think it's been great, not that great, just kind of mid. What are we talking? What are we feeling tonight? Honestly, I'm not disappointed. I think it's been a very, very good show. Very good. Main event, of course. You see his debut against Umaga on Raw. I did live on TV. Yes, I did too. I remember watching that night. I was fucking blown away when Lashley came out and helped him win the Intercontinental title. It was awesome. Rusty said, so far, where we stand, 4.25. Not bad. Steven said a 3.25 so far. Chris gave it a 3 out of 5. So Chris kind of fell in the middle. Steven just succeeded past the middle. And Rusty gave it a pretty high rating. So not disappointed by any of these ratings. They're all pretty good so far. So again, I don't think it's a thumbs down show. I wouldn't say it's a very middle of the road show. I feel like it has cracked the thumbs up kind of portion. So I'm definitely intrigued to see where we're going to go here. Great flow, good storytelling, right? Match of the night absolutely was Javon and Wes. The match was incredible. I'm very happy with that we got that matchup. And now, again, like I said, let's get Javon Evans to the NXT championship. Let's do the damn thing. It's time. Oba's been champion for so long at this point. The young OG overcoming the ruler is a huge story that could be told. Make it happen, NXT. Make it happen. You can do that. It's not going to hurt you. It's time for Oba to move on. He's been champion for so long. It is time to do something different and do something big. Javon Evans beating Oba Femi is huge. Rusty says Santino wins, it'll get a 5. Bro, it's going to be bonkers if Santino beats Ethan Page. I am so hoping it happens. I want to see it happen so bad. Like I said, if NXT was able to freaking leeway everything and get their superstars to hold not only both their main championships, now is the time to start giving TNA's portion of this entire collaboration something. Let's go. Do the thing. I heard earlier on the chat about Brie not able to go to WWE because contractual obligations of Bryan and AEW. It's incorrect. She revealed she never got the call from WWE to appear. So there we go. That I remember seeing multiple times. I didn't hear anything about the whole contractual obligations of Bryan is what's keeping her out. I just heard that she never got the call. That was the one thing I heard too. So I don't know what the story is about that. I don't know. It just feels like because of the fact that a lot of people said this. I think Liv Morgan's injury really played a big part in a lot of stuff happening in Evolution. And I think because the Bellas were supposed to be the ones to challenge for the titles, but because of the fact that Liv wasn't there to do it, they basically cut it. I think they cut it, and I think they just basically said, we don't need to call Brie up. We just want Nikki in there. That's it. Wow, Nia told Lash she don't measure up. Holy shit. Wonder what would have came of it if Cody married Charlotte. Oh, God, a Rhodes and a Flair together. That would have been interesting. Sitting about, but I kill him with a smile. Ego. Here comes the North American champion. And a bound, but I kill him with a smile. Let's go. But I kill him with a smile. God, Santino, please do it tonight, please. Did you see Unreal yet on Netflix? Honestly, I am not watching it, Mario. I don't like that. I'm not a fan of that stuff. Like, for me, it's not. It's just not. It's not my go-to. It's not my favorite thing whatsoever to watch. OPC also said she mentioned maybe WWE doesn't want to call her because her husband's on the rival brand, which she assumes that's why WWE didn't call her, but she's not holding any grudges. She said it's okay that it didn't happen. Yeah, I don't understand. Like, WWE's had multiple wrestlers that have significant others on the opposite brand, and they haven't done any fucking thing then. So what the fuck does it matter at that point? I'm telling you, I think it's just basically a situation where they wanted to call her and they were going to call her in to do the tag team title match when Liv was still healthy. I have no doubt that they absolutely would have called her and she would have been there, and we would have gotten the Bellas against Liv and Raquel for the women's tag team titles. When Liv went down with the injury, it really truly was a big, reset. I feel like they absolutely took every possibility and said, we need to fix this because we don't have the big portion of what we need for the show. This was one of the bigger matches they had. Adverts that they were more likely going to advertise. The fact that they had to put it on hold because of Liv. So they just said, you know what? We don't need to call Brie. I don't think we need to. Like, if Brie's not, if we're not getting them involved in the tag team titles, yes, see, I feel the same. I agree. I thank you, OPC. Like, it feels like they just didn't call her because of the fact that plans switched and they just said, listen, we don't have anything else. We don't have to bother. Let's just do it. We'll just keep Nikki here and we'll just save Brie for if we do Evolution next time. That's it. Brandon, appreciate the $5. I rate this a 2.75, but if Santino wins, I'll rate it a 5. Look at this. Everybody's ready to rate this a 5 as soon as if Santino wins this. Let's go. Jackknife pin by Santino here. Shout, Steven. Appreciate that. I don't think it's anything like of, any disdain or anything like that. It just doesn't feel right if it was anything about disdain or anything. Maybe Brie at the Royal Rumble. That could happen. I could see it. If they have Nikki in it again, they could have Brie in it. I don't see why you can't do that. I don't know what the hell they're chanting, but it's hysterical. Yeah, another time showing Joe Hendry. 3 times tonight they've showed Joe Hendry during this show. What is going on here? Oh, what a kick by Ethan Page. Good God. Wham. Damn right he did. Oh, neck breaker by Ethan Page. And a kick out by Santino. Wonder if they're showing Joe again in commentary, says his name and he'll appear. I kind of hope they do. Or what happened the last time when Vic Joseph said his name last time on commentary and then he showed up. Yeah, no, I fucking hate that. I didn't like that. Like, I didn't like when AEW did that backstage show either. I thought it was stupid. And then to come to find out that it was basically just a show for Britt Baker to be a drama queen, then I didn't give a fuck about it even more. Santino with the right hands trying to fight out of this. Counter by Ethan. Santino counters. Fireman's carry. What is this by Santino? Oh, version of an airplane spin. Here we go. Oh, and then Miles Bourne and Lexus King made official for next week as well. Santino made himself dizzy. Just fell over. Oh, I went for the salute headbutt. Nobody home. Twisted grin. Stunner by Santino. Salute headbutt. Chef, what's going on? He says, why do you think TNT gave it the axe? Exactly. It's fucking waste. Stupid. I don't like those kind of shows where it's just like, let's just friggin' break character and do all this other nonsense. Like, clearly a waste. Oh, roundhouse kick by Ethan Page. Santino and a kick out of 2. We want Cobra. We want Cobra. Oh, Ethan Page looking to climb up to the top. I don't know what the fuck Ethan Page is going to do on the top rope. Oh, what the fuck was Ethan Page going for there? Fist drop or something? Cobra, 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 Cobra. Come on, Santino. Block. Giving him a little bit of uppercuts, the jabs and the split. Hip toss. Yo, Pescado by Santino Marella. Right? Santino looked good. I wonder how long it's been since he's been in a ring. God damn. Doing damn good tonight. He on it tonight. Oh, he's reaching in. He got the Cobra. It's time for the Cobra to strike. Cobra, Cobra, Cobra. Whoa, the ref almost became a casualty. Poke in the eyes. Twisted grin. No. Ethan Page retains. God damn it. Oh, come on. Chef said, sup, peoples. Wrestlers like Santino never lose a step after a long time off, right? Good God. Son of a bitch. Ethan retains. Shit. But I kill him with a smile. That's it. Wow. Ethan just retains and that's it. We flooded this whole show with Joe Hendry and nothing came out of it. Tony D'Angelo. Wow, he's not the Don no more. Wow, Tony looks freaking lost. What the fuck? Wow, okay. Wow, okay. That was unexpected. Holy shit. Well, the suspense for next week. What will we find out after that? Wow. And then OGK pops and chases. What the fuck? Right? A fuck just happened? Holy shit. So Brandon said I gave the rating as a 2.5. Just a middle of the mill show. Mario gave it a 2. This says NXT was not good tonight. Shouts to the OGK, of course. Man, I don't know. Honestly, I still think it was a very good show. I really do. I think it was a very good show. Enzo, That'd be interesting if it's fucking Enzo. That'd be so random as hell, though, if it was Enzo. But, man, anybody else, keep dropping your ratings in here. But I will give mine here so we can do this. Again, Miss Parker and Jazmyn Nix kicking off the show. Very good matchup between those two. I enjoyed it. Miss Parker getting the win, of course. I liked, again, that they kicked off the show with another Hogan tribute. So far, all three shows have done it now, which is great. Javon's whole interaction, of course, with High Rise at first backstage. Very good. I liked it. When he came out to the ring and he had the interaction with Trick Williams, I thought it was great. Again, will he be the one to challenge? Will he randomly challenge Trick Williams? I don't know. It could be possible. I don't think he should. I think he should be the one challenging for the NXT championship and winning the NXT championship. It just makes sense. Rusty gave it still a 4.25, even with and that's with the Tony ending. Chef gave it a 3 out of 5, so it's a very down the middle show for Chef. Again, I think Javon should be the one beating Femi for the NXT championship. It just makes sense. Somebody else, TNA wise, needs to be the one to defeat Trick Williams for the TNA title. Just makes more sense. Dixon and Connor's little interaction backstage with Hank and Tank, I thought was kind of stupid. You know, those guys literally just walk in. Again, I'm not a big fan right now of this iteration of Chase U. As cool as it is, that it doesn't really make any sense in the long run as to why they're just back. And right now, I don't really like this new version of it. They're not very entertaining as much as they used to be. But apparently it took for them to get a tag team title match next week was walk in there and ask, even though they tried to attack them at first. Just not a very good segment, in my honest opinion. Tavion and Charlie Dempsey, very good. Tavion is now free from No Quarter Catch Crew. What's going to be the fate for Ren Sinclair next? We don't know. Anything could happen. We had another thing with Trick and High Rise backstage. Thought it was cool. Santino's little interaction with Trick saying, listen, that belt's coming home soon. I love it. The whole Blake Monroe thing about Jordynne Grace, I enjoyed that. I thought it was very good. Getting interrupted by Lola. Cool to see Lola back on NXT. Feels like she hasn't been on the show in a while now. Miss Parker getting involved again with something else coming out to intervene in that. Kalani Jordan coming out. Cool. We're getting Kalani Jordan and Blake Monroe next week. Should be a very good matchup. Tatum Paxley, apparently after getting the victory over Zarya, thinks that she should be getting a Women's North American Championship match. Well, guess what? She's got one next week. So should be a very good matchup with Sol Ruka next week. I like the little ending segment there with when we hear Tatum say, I love my new family, but Luca Crucifino shows up and just basically says to himself, no family lasts forever. I love that. Very intriguing there. Fallon Henley beating Lash Legend. Listen, Lash looked fantastic. I will give her that. She's definitely improved. Absolutely levels of greatness for her, of being very good for herself. So I'm happy for Lash. Fallon getting the win. Thanks to Nia Jax. Listen, I'm intrigued by a Lash Legend Nia Jax feud. And a lot of people before we saw in the chat, why is this happening? Why is it going to happen? Well, guess what? You know why. Lash mentioned her. Lash eliminated her in the Battle Royal. To Nia, that is a reason to say, you cost me an opportunity at another chance at the Women's Championship. That's enough for me to say, I need to go in there and I need to beat the shit out of you. Very, very good. I enjoyed that. The crazy brawl between Yoshiki Inamura and Josh Briggs, which then led to Stax running his mouth and getting the shit slapped out of it by Inamura, leading to an Inamura Stax match next week. Should be interesting in its own right. Javon Evans and Wesley, easily match of the night. Javon picking up the W. Again, this should be the start of getting Javon Evans to the NXT championship. And honestly, him dethroning Femi, it just makes so much sense. And of course, the main event. Listen, match-wise, very good. Am I disappointed that Santino lost? Yes, because of the fact that, again, where is the even playing field in this freaking collaboration? Where didn't Stack say that too? He might have. I might have missed that one completely. Barry Monkey, what is going on? The crowd is dead for Blake Monroe, which surprises me. Yeah, I don't know what it is. She's still not getting there yet, but they reacted to her, but she's just kind of, I don't know. I just feel like the fact that maybe her explanation as to why she attacked, I feel like the explanation as to why she attacked Jordynne has just been kind of flat to people, where she just goes, she just doesn't have it. She just doesn't have it. People know Jordynne Grace has it. She's fantastic. And I guess that explanation just doesn't feel like enough for people to be like, well, now I should absolutely agree with Blake Monroe. Just doesn't make sense. Happy Harry, have a great night. Said, okay, everyone, time for my exit. I got to get up at 4 a.m. to go fishing with Dad. Have a great night. Definitely see you next time as well. Anthony, what is going on? Do you believe that Jasper Troy needs a heater? I could see it. He could definitely need somebody. Does he need a heater, though? He's a huge guy, honestly. If he wants to, he's not a terrible, like, the couple promos he's had are not, like, great, but they're not terrible either. They're just kind of there. I don't know. That's a tough one when it comes to Jasper. We've really only seen a little bit of him really as a solo guy, so maybe you can give him a heater. You never know. Did they show Jelly Roll in the crowd on TV? He was at NXT. No, they did not. They did not show him OGK, which is crazy that they didn't show him if he was there. But apparently they didn't, so didn't really make much sense. But yes, am I disappointed that Santino didn't win? Again, yes. I wish that we would get this collaboration on the same playing field instead of WWE just pushing them down levels. It feels like should have done a NXT title swapping hands, but of course we didn't. The Joe Hendry 3 clips that we saw in the middle of the show didn't lead to anything. They just showed us Joe Hendry and that was it. Okay. But the ending with Tony D, I'm intrigued to find out what's going to happen next week. I hope they continue that next week. Hopefully we'll get more of that video next week. And just overall, I thought NXT was very good. I really did. If I had to rate it as a whole out of 5, I give it a 3.5. I don't think it's a friggin' extremely great show. I just don't think it's a terrible show. I think it's better than a mid show. I think it succeeded at passing a mid show, which I'll give it that. So I give it a 3.5. I am looking forward to the seemingly partially kind of very good card next week. Got 2 championship matches. Blake Monroe and Kalani Jordynne should be good. So how much is TNA really benefiting from this collab? That's the thing. Chef, I agree. So far, it's been kind of okay in the early stages. But the fact that multiple times we've had TNA people challenging NXT people for their championships and nothing's changed hands. We go through Slammiversary and 2 NXT people walk out with their main championships. So where the fuck is the opposite side of the playing field for the other company? Like, come on, give TNA something out of this instead of having their titles taken from them and then having to force them to try to fight back for them right now. I get it. That's kind of the point. But why is it have to be the big two main championships after multiple situations so far of this was your opportunity to do it. This was your opportunity to change the title, and you didn't do it. You didn't do it with Trick, with Santana. It was the absolute perfect scenario to take that title off of him and put it on Santana, but you didn't do it. You had the perfect opportunity to once again put both titles on Masha and have Masha finally have more incentive to showing up on NXT. But no, you choose JC. Disappointing. TNA should take the NXT tag team titles. Interesting idea, Barry Monkey. I'll say that. But yeah, just this needs to babyface Moose could believably beat Oba for the NXT world title if they had the balls to do it, right? I agree with that, OGK. Moose is what probably become one of the bigger names in TNA at this point. If you wanted somebody main event wise to be that guy and take that championship, Moose would be a perfect bet. Right now, though, I still honestly believe it should be Javon. Javon should be the one beating Femi for the NXT championship, where not only now does the kid get put over, but now everybody else can stop using the excuse of you're just a kid, you're not ready to be a champion. Well, guess what? He's going to man up and beat Femi would be perfect scenario for him. And I hope to God that's the case. It'd be epic. But I do give this show again, a 3.5 to me is you're not a mid show. You're not a great show, but you're not a terrible show. It's just a good show overall. I will say that. But let him man up like Leon Slater did. Exactly. This is his moment, right? That's his Leon Slater moment with Moose. Abso-fucking-lutely. I love that. But, ladies and gentlemen, NXT did what it needed to do. The show's looking very, very good next week. Should be fun. But that's next week. When it comes to this week, well, ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is.
Autobots, transform and roll out.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, appreciate you all for coming back to the channel like you always do. Again, the regulars, you guys are the best. The new faces, welcome to the channel as always. And again, you see it always scrolling across the bottom, but it's always a good way to send an outro. Of course, make sure you hit that like button if you have not. If you're a new face or if you're a regular and you've yet to hit that like button, hit that like button. It helps spread this video out into the algorithm, so that way we can get more newer faces to come join on the ride with us here. Hit the subscribe button. We successfully passed the 1,000 mark. Thanks to you all for getting us to the 1,000 mark. It is now time to reach the 2,000 mark. Let's make this happen. We're on the road. We're going to make this happen. This channel will continue the growth, and you guys are the reason of the growth. 1,000%. Appreciate you all for that. Exactly. There you go. Dojo debate this Thursday. Of course, make sure hit the notification bell so you know when this channel goes live, drops anything over here. We want you to be on the ride with us. Make sure, because again, as you know, Monday Night Raw dogging with Dom and friends with benefits, of course, on Monday nights. Tuesdays, you see it right here, the NXT watch along. Wednesday nights, of course, usually Dynamite. But of course, tomorrow we got ourselves a nice little double header coming up tomorrow night with the flagship show leading us in to AEW Dynamite. Of course, Thursdays usually was occasionally the home of the flagship show. But of course, because we've got SummerSlam coming up this weekend, Collision being moved from Saturday to Thursday again, which means a nice little doubleheader again for you on Thursday with Dojo Debate and, of course, the Collision Watch Along. Fridays, of course, the SmackDown watch along, and of course, pay-per-views on Saturdays and Sundays. No matter what, we appreciate you all for coming over here and choosing us, because there are so many other people out there that do watch-alongs. But you choose us. And again, that's why we try to do what we do over here, and that's entertain yous. Not only do we love yous that to watch this show and you enjoy the show, sometimes you can criticize the show. Again, never be afraid to criticize. You always see all these wrestlers out there and everything else, and all these, podcasters and everything else that will criticize stuff. And you know what? You're allowed to criticize. If you do not enjoy the show, you are allowed to criticize. Wrestling gets presented to us like a movie. It's the same kind of situation where you see that kind of friggin' moment where you go and watch a movie. If you go in and watch a movie and you come out disappointed, guess what? You're going to criticize. You're going to talk about it. It's the same kind of situation here with pro wrestling. That's the kind of thing that always gets me. You are allowed to criticize. And it's not always directed as a target. It is there to try to use, that the wrestlers can use as motivation to give us better. It's creative's thing to give us something better. Like tonight was a good show. I will give it a good show. It's not one of them things that I'm going to super over criticize, because there was, again, parts of it that I was not big on. Make sure that you do not contain yourself and do not be afraid to criticize what you want to criticize. That is it. Criticism is a good thing sometimes. Just because they don't make it feel that way does not mean that it's not. But again, appreciate you all for coming on the ride, for everything that goes on this channel. It's been an absolute blast as always. And of course, we will see you tomorrow for the double header, the flagship show, and of course, AEW Dynamite watch along. So make sure you come back tomorrow night for the epic double header. But until then, always remember that over here on Circle of Debate, we do the 3 Ds of Circle of COD. It is discuss, debate. There's always some derailing in there. And sometimes there's even a secret 4th D for your boy right here, because that 4th D is detonating. Because anytime when you want a good, nice rant, you're going to make sure that I'm going to detonate. That's what's going to happen. But always remember, it's the 3 Ds of COD, mostly. The 4th one comes into play when it wants to. But of course, the 3 greatest words that you will always hear over on this channel. That's what we do over here. The absolute best. And that is that we make history. Bye.
Must bid you adieu, a goodbye, mwah, and good night. Oh my God, it's so great. Bang! Yes! Will over and over. Make over and over. History! Over and over.